Hey Scorpio, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot for your weekly reading for the week of February 14th. We're going to be pulling a big spread here to get an idea of your general energies going into this week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing, and a little bit of advice on how to overcome those challenges. So Scorpio, I know last week your reading was kind of about powerful changes happening in your life right now and just kind of learning to really seize those new opportunities. Also, you can see here we have Nini is now kind of joining us. Nini is a little shy, a little camera shy, but hopefully Nini will kind of run around a little bit more. Here for your general energies going into this week, we have the Queen of Swords card. So a pretty positive energy to be starting on. If you had like those, I don't know, if you've been experiencing powerful changes right now, Scorpio, if you've been entering into like a new career, I'd say that right now, like you're entering it very gracefully. If there's like a new pursuit that you've begun, I'd say that you're in a position right now where you're just like in a strong and powerful position where you're able to really just mediate like these new opportunities that you have basically. But let's get a little bit more clarity into this reading. Here is your challenge card. Here's your challenge card. We have the Six of Cups card. So I think that there's something from your past right now. There might be like a past like family issue right now, or there might be somebody from your family right now who's kind of like testing the boundaries a little bit. We're talking about you having firm new boundaries. I can see a Scorpio here who has entered like a new career or something, and you have old family members coming around right now and they're expecting a little bit of you, right? So it's always in like those situations where you start to gain something. You have like fair weather friends, right? They come around, they ask for, some maybe like a little bit of money, or they ask for some like help on something. So I think that people see a very secure and confident Scorpio right now. And that just means that you're attracting some people who have some expectations of you, which is completely okay. I mean, if you want to help out people, Scorpio, I think that right now you're in a position to do so, but just don't overexert yourself at the same time. And just don't fall victim to people right now who don't have like a great sharing energy, basically. And I say sharing because here in your area of the future, we have the Six of Pentacles card, which is all about charity, all about sharing. I think that you have a lot to give right now, and you should just be looking out for other people to give back to you right now. There's these scales here on the top of the rabbit's head. So even though like the rabbit is giving something, and then also these scales are present on the regular cards as well. This can be telling us that like while you're willing to give something, you kind of need to recognize like this balance between giving and receiving something in return. So if you have people from your past right now coming around, Scorpio, just be extra focused on them giving back something to you, and not because like not everything should be transactional, but there should still be this expectation in a relationship that you have with people that they shouldn't just come around and like take and take and take from you and just expect things all the time from you while giving nothing. I mean, even if they have like very little to give, even in a way of just like hanging out with you, they should be willing to give that. They shouldn't like come by and be like, Scorpio, give me $100, and then they just like disappear, So, build these barriers and like build this expectation where people are going to not just like take things from you, but they're also going to spend time with you, and then you can start building up better relationships in a process as well. Here in your recent past, we have the Death card. I think that this came up in your last week's reading, and again, Scorpio, Death card for you is really good. It's a revolutionary energy, all about starting something new. So in your recent past, again, you've started something new. Maybe you've gotten into a new career, or you've like just made a big life upgrade recently, basically, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing. Here in your area of above, we have the Eight of Cups card, which is pretty interesting. I see it's pretty strong energy here. But here in your area below, we have the Devil card. And I think that this is all... So here, Scorpio, with your Eight of Cups card as like your... in your area of above, this is the energy that you're putting out into the world right now. You're really showing like a strong energy here of being able to walk away from people who aren't serving you. So these people who are coming back into your life right now, they know, I think that they kind of realize too, they know like, okay, I can't just like come around, ask Scorpio for a free meal and then like disappear. I think that they know like this is a strong-minded Scorpio who understands that I need to like give them back something in return, even if it's just their time, or just building like new connections for you. Just don't, these people know. I think that they're going into the relationship kind of understanding, okay, Scorpio is going to want something in return, which is completely okay. That should be your expectation, Scorpio. Here in your area below though, we have the Devil card. This is like in your area of like your subconscious. I think that there's like still this conflict though. Maybe these people do recognize, who are coming back into your life, they do recognize that they should be giving something back to you. But I think that you're in such a charitable mood right now that you might almost forget that. So I say that this whole reading here, Scorpio, is just a reminder. Just kind of focus on what people should be giving you back in return, basically. Here in your area of advice, we have the Temperance card. Again, Scorpio, I mean, it's really the same energy coming up again and again. This is really just reasserting, like, Scorpio, you need to find this balance. We're talking about balance here with the scales, also talking about balance with the Temperance card, with those two things of water, those two cups, there we go. Those two cups of water, really balancing out that energy right now. I think that you kind of just need to find more balance between the people that you're working with and collaborating with, especially if you're entering into like a new field or like a new career and everybody's like putting like all these new tasks on you. You're willing to help out, but you also need to set better expectations for other people right now. Here in your area of external factors, we have the Four of Swords card, which for me is all the rest and reprieve card. This is you just like kind of like taking a break. I think that you kind of do need to just like pump the brakes a little bit. If you've entered a new career right now, really pay attention to like just taking time out for yourself, not giving too much, and not like setting this expectation that you're going to be doing like everything, that you're going to be leading every project, that you're going to be showing up every day, working until 10 o'clock at night. Just don't set up those weird expectations for yourself, Scorpio, because nobody really has them for you right now. I don't see any energy of people wanting to deceive you or take anything from you. So really right now, Scorpio, you could be entering this new career or these new relationships, or you could have people coming in from your past. They don't have big expectations of you, Scorpio. They want something from you, but they're not expecting too much. So don't like overexert yourself. Here in your area of hopes and fears, we have the Moon card. Again, Scorpio, I'm just getting a lot of like you not quite understanding like what those expectations are. I'm seeing like a big break between you wanting to give to other people and then other people being like, okay, you don't need to give too much. It's okay, Scorpio. Here's your outcome card. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. Again, just a reminder, things are constantly in motion, constantly turning over. These people don't have big expectations for you, Scorpio. I'd say, Scorpio, that right now these people don't have big expectations of you. That's why we have like the Wheel of Fortune card coming up here. At this moment, these people don't have big expectations of you, but if you keep on setting, like if you set the bar too high, like I don't know, sometimes I'm going to school right now, and sometimes in my first couple weeks of classes, I'll submit kind of subpar assignments. And it's not like a reflection of like, oh, I'm a lazy student or something, but it's also like sometimes a professor doesn't expect too much, and you don't know that until you like kind of figure out where their limit is. So like, okay, this person expects a lot, this one doesn't expect too much. So then you can kind of like rearrange like where you're putting your attention towards. I'd say that right now you're in a period where you kind of need to figure that out. There's some people who might be expecting a little bit more of you. There's some people who don't really expect much of you. So you don't need to give too much to everybody right now, Scorpio, even though you are in the mood to give, which is always positive. The Six of Pentacles card right here, this card of charity, of you helping people, this is the card that's really shining right now in this reading. Because in the reading here, there's a lot of blues and grays. It's very toned down. But here, this card is popping. It's like really coming out right now. So you're in the mood to give, but don't give too much. Scorpio, here at the end of the reading, we're going to pull 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you want to pause the video and think of 3 questions, we're going to pull 3 cards for you, Scorpio. So here for your first card, for your first question, I have a maybe. For your second question, I have a yes. And for your last question, I have a no. So Scorpio, thank you so much for joining us. If this reading resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising as well. Also, you can follow us on Instagram where we post additional content. And Scorpio, we will see you next week for another reading.